here out on, oh, look at it, it's a school. Oh, that's the hospital. What a nice hospital. Wow, this is a nice town. Smooth Rock Falls. Okay, you guys. A few pit stops, and we're not even saying getting here early afternoon. We are looking at 4:30 in the afternoon. We still have about 15 more minutes before we get there, but it could have been a lot worse. They're doing some major construction, so there's major time delays. But yeah, Google's pretty amazing. I went down a couple of country roads, and I think we are on the last main highway, and then we just turn off and drive down one of the roads just a little bit, and we are there. I am pretty excited. It didn't quite go as planned, but you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. I had some amazing interactions and lessons in that. You know, I am a female. I am out on the road on my own. So it's important for me to be cautious, right, when I interact with other people. Always common courtesies and hellos and smiles, right? But I need to feel somebody out, and usually it's in the first sentence or first couple of sentences of a conversation. I can feel somebody out that I can feel comfortable, right? But also I have to remember that even when I'm not comfortable, the person that I'm interacting with feels the same way. And what I'm picking up most likely is their little bit of nervousness in that interaction. So again, I have to feel things out. And in doing that, oh my goodness, did I ever meet some amazing people today and have a real connection. The day is full of little special moments, and maybe there are always special moments around me, but it just takes one special moment to recognize that, oh my goodness, it could be as simple as that, right? I'm having the most amazing day, and I'm rolling into camp at 5 o'clock in the evening almost, right? But that's okay, everything's done. The back end is done. All I got to do is laundry tonight, and I'm going to make my roast beef dinner in celebration of the big part of the rock hounding excursion being done. We're going to Thunder Bay in a few days, I do believe, and we'll be spending an afternoon there also. But for the next couple of parks, I'd really like to enjoy. I'm not sure if I did a good job in the stretch of drive that I have between Osler and Lake Superior. By my estimation, it's a 7.5-hour drive. I says, well, that's doable. I expect it to be a long day of driving. But if the driving has been anything like it's been so far, with delays and little pit stops, and we're looking at a good 12-hour drive. This is what I'm thinking. If it's anything better than that, that's going to be bonus. That's going to be gravy. That's going to be sprinkles. But, you know, we play it by ear. And, you know, in speculation, right, in, what do you call that when you look back on it, you know, I could see probably it would have been good to maybe split that drive into 2 provincial parks, but it's done, right? It's not like I could take an extra day in between, because I'll lose one of those days, right? One of those bookings in one of those provincial parks if I do that. This is where I could have done those stretches, right? So instead of spending another night in Bonnechere, I decided to do a little driving at night and get closer to my destination so I can be there before dark. Which we're still going to do. You can see it. We're half an hour away, you guys. Less than a half an hour away. And you know, we're doing this, and so that in the end, that's all that matters, right? Because it's a really about the experience, and I am having an amazing experience. Look at these beautiful, beautiful little towns. Like, that looks abandoned. That would be perfect for me to redo. Oh, I saw the for sale sign on it too, right? So when I get home, I might have to do a GoFundMe, you guys. Might take a few years, but I'm good, right? I need a few years to I don't know what I need a few years for. It could happen in 1 minute. It could happen in the next lifetime, right? But it's in that moving towards it that makes things happen and makes the possibility. Because if I didn't move towards it, then there would be zero possibility, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to let you go for now. I think my camping spot is coming up right away. Oh, just laugh at me. It's all in the experience, and it truly is an adventure 100%. And I'm really getting to see some of these districts like quite a bit. Look at this little trail here down to the lake. I hope it's a trail. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely amazing, and sort of kind of dangerous. It'd be better probably if I came around the trail rather than trying to go around the rocks. Let's try that again, especially at nighttime, you guys. This is my campsite. This is supposedly my biggest campsite of my trip. The lovely little driveway, I think. We'll check in the morning if I'm correct, but yeah, it doesn't really look... I mean, the view is magnificent. Here, maybe I can go down here. And I'm in a spot all by myself, you guys. I really had to drive in. Spot number 1. And of course it had to be number 1. Just barely enough light, you guys. It's going to be dark in a half an hour. I promised myself if I got here before dark, and technically, even though it's barely, it is before dark. Ooh, I'm going to do some rock hounding in here in the morning. I bet you there could be some stuff in here, right? Not everybody's a rock hound, right? Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. But if I'm going to have roast beef dinner, and I've got to figure out where the comfort station is, because I need to see if there is washing machines available. So, yeah, I'll get that roast on, get a fire going. I was smart, stopped off at a gas station and picked up some firewood because I knew I wasn't going to make it here again. I tried. It's all in the effort, right? And their lessons. I'm getting to know these highways really good now. Really good. I think if I had to come back here, I'd find it very, very easy. So I hope I enjoy this park. I'm going to not leave until at least noon tomorrow. I have a five-hour drive tomorrow to my next park. And, yeah. Oh, darn. And they did have a sheet there. So when I drove in last night to find a spot, because I was getting here a day early, I guess it was full, being Sunday. Maybe it was a busy day in the park, but there wasn't anything available. And today there was a little sheet with all the campsites that were available, and just a little note saying come and see us in the morning if you come in after we close. So I don't know. Sometimes you don't have to know the reason for things just to kind of fly by with whatever it is. Oh, I'd like to take advantage for you guys. I know it has. It's been an amazing day for me, but I don't know technically how much of it I've been filming for you guys, because a lot of it was in conversations with others and small interactions. Yeah, maybe I'll go for a drive now that I know where my campsite is. Maybe I'll go for a drive and see where that comfort station is, because if I can get some laundry done now, I will. Okay. I don't know if you guys, I'm just going to put it in a little bit higher so I don't have to get too close to it. But funny experience, I heard a little rustle in the grass and I started talking to the chipmunk and it turned out it was a snake. Can I get closer? Can we see it there? No. I don't want to get too close to it. It didn't do anything to me. It let me know it was there. That was pretty much it. And then I started talking to it like it was a chipmunk. And I went, oops, that's not a chipmunk. Not sure how this is going to work out in the dark. I have my trusty little lantern here, something on the table. I got my fire going on. First off, let's just get this log on the fire. Right there. Maybe just a little bit more over. Right there. That is right there. You can see it. There's my roast beef. It's sitting on a little rack, wrapped in a tin foil lasagna pan, then wrapped around four layers of tin foil with about a quart of water inside. There'd be an onion in there too. It'd be laying on an onion and steak spice and pepper. I never put salt on it when I do the roast, only because salt dries out the meat, right? I do like the salt though. And then I just washed some potatoes here, so I'm just going to rinse them off and see if I can manage this. Hold on. There we go. We'll just strain that off. There you go. I just got a pot of water going on my stove there, and I'm going to boil those up for my roast beef dinner, you guys. That roast beef dinner that I promised myself. It's the second roast I bought if I didn't cook it up tonight, and I tell ya, I might be too exhausted to even eat it, but I'll make roast beef sandwiches for the road tomorrow, so we gotta cook it no matter what. This one's not going to waste. It's shame on me if I do it twice. And actually, shame on me because I did this twice last year too. Right? Oh my goodness. My little cooler is great, but I gotta remember to keep ice on everything. This one I managed to keep the ice on it. But, you know, it's only good in the refrigerator for 3 days, you know, before you have to cook it. So today's the day I have to cook it. And I just want to make sure that that log is not going to, yeah, that'll be fine. It's nice and hot in that corner. It's probably about 400 or 500 degrees in that corner. But there's lots of water in there. So it's just going to be like a pot roast, just steaming in its own juices, right? Now I got some French green beans there. I love French green beans. Taste it. Nope, fine. Okay, you guys, I'm going to turn you off. I think I'm good to go with dinner and everything. I got to clean everything up. I don't want to invite the bears. Oh my goodness, you guys. I can't wait to see this spot in the morning, truly, and go for a walk around. I have to be gone by noon. 1 o'clock, but it's going to be an all-day drive. Oh my goodness. It's going to be an all-day drive, you guys. Let me turn you around for just 1 sec. Trying to figure out which is the best way, and nothing's the best way. It looks all spooky. It's a good thing Halloween's coming. Halloween's coming up. Yeah, I won't be able to properly say goodbye to you tonight except to say, well, maybe I'll show you my dinner once it's ready. Yeah, I'm going to sit down now. I'm going to sit down. I promised myself I'm going to sit down. But I am out here by myself. I do not, let me take you out there. If you guys can spot a campfire, right? I'm blind for sure. But I am, look at, this is what I wanted. Oh, I guess I better turn you around. Look at, it's only 8 o'clock at night. Not even a campfire. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful. This is exactly what I wanted. Have a good night. Just sitting here, enjoying the sunrise. Right, I woke up just as it was happening, so I said, Cindy, time to get up and start the day. And look what I get to experience because of that. Okay, people, I don't know how many people are in this park. If they're in here, they're probably still sleeping or just getting up. But, let's go for a walk anyway. I won't be talking, but, I bet you would enjoy seeing the park that I'm in as much as I'm enjoying. I'm seeing it for the first time, too. Okay. I never saw any campfires last night, so I'm pretty remote out here by myself. What a beautiful spot. I couldn't imagine that I'm going to find a spot better than this one. Like, I don't think this is just might beat Martin River in my favorite park so far. But, okay, here we go. Maybe pop into some of these empty campgrounds so we can see the views if I did pick well. Look how big it is. This one's a walk-in. Maybe that's why it's so dead up here. Because people have to park their cars where? I guess they just park their car right here and then just walk into their campsite. I was considering this one, but because I'm sleeping in the truck, right? Oh yeah, nobody would bother you down here. Right? Set up your tent or shelter right here. Campfire. Gorgeous view. Oh my goodness, you could even set up your tent right here. If you a small tent. And if you're down here, you're probably camping by yourself. Oh my goodness. The water is so clear. I wish a big fish would just swim by. Come on, get me this morning. I would love to see a fish this morning. Oh, it's just so clear. Oh my goodness, right? It's going to be a beautiful day today, too. I'll do better by myself next year. We have a full day of driving today, but I have to at least take the time to do the laundry, so that's why we're walking to see if I can find a comfort station with the laundry. I've got a map, but this is funner, isn't it? I'm wearing my flip-flops. I just got out of bed, so they're really not great maneuvering down the hills. Oh, I can see a trailer in the bushes. Get out back there. This is another walk-in, but we're just going to go to the ledge there. So again, I could have taken this one and then just parked my car right here and then walked down into my campground. Yeah, I didn't want to bring my tent. I have a great tent, but it's so big. It takes up so much room in the vehicle. But if I can eventually learn to compact a little bit better, I tell you, I barely made a dent in my grocery bin. Oh, ooh, this is a pretty one. I considered this one too. Very pretty. I would have moved the picnic table. I guess it would have had to go over there to see the fire, but then I'd have all this space. I don't know. My spot is still the best. Oh yeah, my spot is definitely the best. You don't get the sunset up here or the sunrise here, right? I'm sure there's a trail going down. We all have so far. There you go. Trail down to the water. Okay. I'm gonna get silent, possibly. Oh, that's the parking spot. That's where I would have parked my truck. Maybe I have one of those spots. Bathroom, water, there's a good one to do. Maybe we can wash our rocks this morning while we're waiting for the laundry. Yeah. Well, that's the same trailer. Oh, our bathroom isn't too far away. I was doing it all natural. You're coming in the dark. You're not getting very good bearings, so... Ooh, this looks like a nice one. I can't believe these are all vacant. Oh my goodness, these are just like the most magnificent spot. Those bush spots must be absolutely crazy amazing for them not to want to take these spots. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine rolling in your RV? Right there, look at this big spot. You could, oh my goodness, you could have the biggest RV, luxury RV you ever had. And look at it. Oh, wow. I hope the park cut that down and not some camper. Nothing living, right? If it's living, try and allow it to live out the course of its life, because everything has lessons. Everything has a purpose. Everything is meant to be. And if it ends at that stage, we'll never know what it could have been, right? As soon as I see my first camper, then I won't talk anymore, okay? You guys know how hard that is for me, but I'm going to try. Oh, I thought this was a little one, but no, again, you can get something really, really big in here. Oh, right? Did I got not the perfect spot? Ooh, they got a fun trail. Oh, I want to go to the water. Okay, let's go to the water. I'm going to be so pooped by the time I get on the road. And especially with these flip-flops, I shouldn't be doing this in my flip-flops, especially being out here on my own. I realize that, you know, my responsibility is to make sure that I take care of myself, right? And I do, and I wouldn't attempt this unless I know I could do it. But you saw me yesterday. I did fall into the water. Me, the smarty pants, just jumped from this rock to this rock, fell on my butt, slid into the water. Oh, the water is so warm. I really do. I have to change anyway. Look at me. My boots are full of water, not as full as they were, only because the socks have absorbed up all the water. But I'm going to have to change again, you guys. It wasn't in the plan, but it's just a little reminder, right? Especially when I'm out on the road by myself, just to play it safe. I'm going to be 63 next month. I don't need to be jumping on rocks. But I do anyway. Yeah, just a pit stop on the way to the lake. Yeah, I just stopped here for a few minutes. Oh, that needs a picture right there. Yeah, that wasn't fun. Right when I was ready to get on the road too, and in that confusion and bit of, right, I made some amazing acquaintances, had some great conversations, had some experiences. Oh, this is a nice spot too, right? To bring your lawn chairs. Is there room enough to put a lawn chair? Maybe right here. And then just what I did, watch the sunrise. Man, I don't see or hear anybody. I mean, I see stuff over there. But okay. Let's try this again. Listen to me huff and puff as I move up here. Every movement these days comes with a sound effect. When I get up here, I'll turn the camera around and say good morning. I'm sure I look like Rat Woman because I haven't done anything except give my face a wipe. That's how you climb a hill. You don't look at the top of the hill. You look at your feet, taking each step, which is what I did. And you see my voice? There wasn't even a huff and puff. And that was twice as high as the other one we came up, right? That's because I was looking at the top and not looking at my feet. Not look at what I was doing in the moment. And the next thing you know, you're there. Okay, you guys, let's keep going. No, that's a gate. That's not for me, so I just gotta carry on. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I know these are my moments here, but you know, there are lots of people out there because they have the busy lives, because they may have medical issues, right? That they're not able to have these experiences. And sometimes, okay, there's a picture. Pull away a little bit. The tree over there is just a little bit overpowering. How's that? Backwards just a little bit. Okay, I need to stop. Okay, got it. You know it was a photo. Yeah, but you know, people have to appreciate that not everybody gets to have this experience for lots of different reasons too, right? Lots of different reasons. But we can live vicariously through each other, through these platforms, right? And moving along these platforms. Okay, they're sleeping. These aren't the kind that I want. I want one of the ones that you drive. They call them B-class. I want a B-class. Right, 62 years old and I have dreams like that. It's amazing. It's perfect. It's the way it's meant to be, right? That's my reason to keep going. Oh my goodness. I love life. But moments like this, if I had given up at 30 or 40, which were really difficult times in my life, right? Lots of things just held the haywire for me. And yet, you push through that. And who would ever want to say goodbye when they're doing what they love? Right? Who would ever want to do that? We're all here. Not just that tree stump, but every single one of us is here to do as much expanding once we realize that as expansion is needed, right? Yeah. I had a boat. I actually have my boating license too. But my boat had a steering wheel and it had a couple of seats on it and had a window. Yeah, it was pretty good. We all got a little bit of money from my mother when she passed away. We got some debts forgiven and there was a little bit of money left over for each of us girls. It wasn't much, $10,000, but you guys, you know, financing and budgeting and saving. This is all new to me, right? It's my expansion. That time, I would have blown it away on video lottery terminals. There is no question. I was in full force into my gambling habit. And I went and I bought a boat. And I got my... It might have even been the start of all this. It's quite possible, you know, in that experience that I learned that I could be the master of my own life. Oh, there's a pretty spot over there in the bush. Let's just walk over there. Just looking for a comfort station. Oh, comfort station. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope there's a laundromat. I hope there's a laundromat. I hope there's a laundromat. Okay. Nice. A little too rocky for me. Yeah, this is for tents. This spot here, but it's lovely. Be lots of traffic, but you'd be nice and close to the washrooms and your garbage and recycling bins. And the picnic area, if you had a few people camping, right? You could have your wedding celebration in there. There'd be things for the kids to do. Look at that little car hauling that. Try and give you little ways. Please be a laundromat. Please be a laundromat. Please be a laundromat. Okay, that was just a fancy outhouse. It wasn't a comfort station. You can rent canoes and paddle boards. Oh my goodness. That would be so much fun. I think I might have to come back to this park. Yeah, this can't be the last time that I've come to this park. I'm not going to get to have the opportunity that I would truly like to have. Oh my goodness, these camp spots have their own little beaches. Oh, absolutely incredible. Let's go down to the beach, you guys. Oh, wow. I could just burst from happiness being on the road. Might seem silly to some people, but this is pretty incredulous. Oh, rocks. I like rocks. I will take a rock. Thank you very much. Let me come around to the other side. I don't want to get sand in my flip-flops, but it is what it is. Okay. Pick a rock, Cindy. Any rock. This is already decomposing, but it makes me wonder what it would have looked like at one point. Okay, well, it's going to be a simple rock then. You guys see it? Pick a rock and you guys can see which one I'm going to choose. It'll be that little one. Because it's wearing away. Because at one time it was a great big boulder that was picked up by the glaciers and dropped here. And at that time, and maybe it was 4 or 5 feet in width. And over time and in tumbling and getting here, it made it to this point. And eventually, it would take maybe another 500,000 years. But this would deteriorate too. Okay, picture time. Okay. Oh, the sand is really lovely. What was I grumbling about? Oh, you're kidding me? Oh, it says no diving. I say, oh my goodness, I've been diving and swimming here. Oh, wow. Look how clear that is. Ooh, another picture. I'll come back. No diving, rocks are in the water. But could you just ease yourself into the water? I'm assuming that you could. It's meant for swimming. Oh, no, it's not. It's meant for pushing off your canoes is what it's for. Oh, wow. There's the sun. Need pictures now. Okay, you guys, I was yapping all the way from over there to all the way here. Oh my goodness, like you needed to hear me yap away, but oh, just the views and the walk in the sand. And I was just talking about being a contributor as a Google guide, right? That when I take these trips, and these trips are not going to happen for the rest of my life, I'm going to adapt and conquer. Day before yesterday, park, and you saw those great big wheelchairs with the big floaties. I mean, if you have to wheel me out into the lake, you know, I'll be able to do that. I will find a way. And I don't know how many different provincial parks in Ontario that I have covered, but, you know, they have lots. They have hundreds, I'm sure. At least 100 provincial parks. Okay, you guys, just in case you're considering it, coming to check this out, I would consider it just, oh my goodness, if I could spend a week here, right? That's what I would do. I would spend, like I said, the highway, we're right beside the highway too, right? So those trucks don't bother me in the least. It's a reminder, right, that we're part of the community too. We're part of this world. And not just get lost in ourselves and lost in the experience. That's all temporary. Okay, you guys, let's continue on. We're looking for comfort station. Cindy needs to do laundry today. Cindy's ready for a cup of coffee and a shower. Maybe we'll do pancakes this morning, you guys. Right? The roast beef dinner, I was too tired. I really was. In the end, I just rolled it all back up in the tinfoil and put it in a bag and put it in my truck so the bears didn't come and get me. And then I will dispose of it this morning because I won't be interested in it. I've been eating quite simply on this trip. Mind you, I have made a couple of pit stops. Yesterday I went to Wendy's, lettuce and tomato, and the lady knew that I was from Manitoba, and she goes, oh, I put the onions because I like extra onions and I don't like pickles. Nothing worse than biting into a hamburger and having your face scrunch up in a sour note from a pickle. So I love pickles. They just don't belong in hamburgers. But onions do. And I always like lots of onions. Okay, we're going to get lost. Oh, please. Up there's at a comfort station. Or that's my entrance and where I came in. Maybe we'll go up and take a look at that map. Maybe these road signs will let me know. These are more of the regular campers here. Oh my goodness. No, thank you. I'm happy to be off by myself. Okay, let's stop for a minute and get bearings. Okay. Going this direction for the showers. So let's just carry on. Go back to camp, make a cup of coffee, and then drive down here once everybody starts waking up. This one's a drive-in. The picnic table. Still, mine's the best. Beautiful. Every spot is spectacular. I don't know why nobody's taken these spots. I don't know if they were extra. I didn't take a look at the price. I just picked what I wanted. But these should all be full. They're beautiful. I can tell you, I love this park already. Got a nice big RV in here. Got campers for sign of life. We won't go down there. But it seems like each one of these spots here has its own little trail. It's starting to warm up. It was cool when I crawled out of bed and I put my big fluffy on. Now we're on the move. Oh yes, let's take our Persian carpet and take it camping with us. Probably not, I'm just teasing. I was talking to a gentleman yesterday. It was really interesting. Let me turn you around. Good morning, beautiful. I was talking to a gentleman yesterday, and it was really neat because I'd never thought of it before. Oh, there's the comfort stations up there. I'm going to cut through this campground. Never thought of it before, but what an amazing spot to meet interesting people, meet travelers from all over the world. I met a gentleman yesterday. He comes a couple of days a week to a certain spot, right, where I stopped just for a short rest and take in the beautiful view at the lake. And he comes a couple of times a week and he meets people from all over the world. He just sits in his car or goes for a walk around the rest stop and he has chit chats with people. And then I bumped into another couple. They were the sweetest couple. And it's funny how these people come across my path, but just beautiful, sweet people. And, you know, they did the same thing. They were there to meet people, to make friends. And I thought, never thought of that before. That's so neat, that's so creative, that's so adapt and conquer, right? And they make these little social lives for themselves. This gentleman gets invited to fishing trips and to use people's cottages and go on trips themselves. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, oh, we got a laundry room. I think we got a laundry room. Ladies and gentlemen, it's laundry day. So happy. Let's see if they're being used. They're not being used. $4. Oh, and there's two sets of washer dryers Okay, well, I'm gonna quickly make a cup of coffee, maybe something to eat. Let's head back now. We could get lost going that way. We're better off just going the way we came in. And then we're gonna come here, do some laundry, have a shower. Ooh, I think I'm in the mood for pink today. Yeah. And that outfit, I think, is clean. Oh my goodness. Well, I have to say, I did good with the clothes. I did good with the choice on the bag that I used. It's super durable, and I'm using it under my mattress. If I didn't have that, I don't know what I would do to make it super comfortable. Probably put a Rubbermaid container underneath there, which might have been a good idea for me thinking about it now. But oh, we got a laundry station. I'm super happy that that means that we get to spend a few hours here at the very least. 8, 9, 10. 11. If we can get out of here noon. Oh, see, I was gonna say that would be a good thing, but kind of in the mood to stay another night, right? I'll do better next year, and that's what I'm doing now. While I have the strength and energy and the curiosity and the determination to get the quantity rather than the quality, right? But I learn along the way, and next year we'll do better. Next year for sure, no question. 2 days in each camping spot, and I will not budge on that. Okay. Go down here. Oh, which way do I go? No, we didn't go up there. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's hope it's going in the right direction. There's numbers. So you guys can see how silly I get. And coming in here, this is something I haven't gotten down packed yet, is knowing where my spots are. So that's exit. Yeah, I'm going to take a wild shot at it. If I could find those canoes. Yeah, I bet you a lot of these people, this is the first time here, because I can't imagine that these spots are not being utilized. They're beautiful. And I got the whole area that I'm in for myself. Like, it's beautiful. If it wasn't for the semis driving by, I feel truly that I was... Oh, maybe I am in the wrong spot. No, that's the water. Yeah, no, we're going the right way. Have confidence, Cindy, that you can get things right. That you can figure it out. I'm only using the base of the water as my indicator in what direction. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. And I got my Sharbot Lake rock, right? Nothing special to look at, possibly, right? Whoa. There we go. Nothing special. Oh my goodness, just lose it already, Cindy. Wah! Again, every movement comes with a sound effect. Okay. Okay, you guys, I'm going to enjoy the last 2 minutes walking to the campsite. You'll probably see me not too far along anyway. Oh yeah, there are the canoes. Okay, everybody, master flip this year. Let's see if we could do it. I might have let it cook a little bit too long on one side just to make sure I didn't fail myself this year, but I don't care. I love a burnt pancake. Okay, let's see if it's burnt or if it's perfect. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. It's so beautiful. This year we have peaches, dates, and bananas for pancakes. Fried up some bacon, so I'm going to have it with bacon, and then the leftover bacon, I'm going to make some bacon, toasted bacon, no lettuce, but bacon cheese and pepper sandwiches for the road. And, well, we're going to clean up our mess. I've been sitting over here enjoying the sun, right? Just enjoying the moment. I know I'm going to have to start moving soon, right? We've got laundry to do, but a lot of this, besides the dishes, right, I can organize and get ready. We can do our 47th word today. We can do that up at a picnic table up by the laundromat and those showers. So, yeah, I want to be on the road, if at all possible, 1 o'clock to have an enjoyable, really enjoyable drive. 2 o'clock if you put the pressure on me. But it is what it is. I'm settling into the routine. Okay, all packed up, ready to go. I even washed the table. It's perfect in here. There is nothing man-made that I can spot in any way. Otherwise, it'd be coming to the dump with me. I'm thinking today would be a fantastic day for me to make it part of my, well, a little bit of getting better at my craft, right? I have a wireless microphone. I'm quite capable of using it. On a day like today, can you hear it? It's pretty super windy out. And, you know, I can muffle all of that out with a wireless microphone where you would just, right, you would just get me. It would be much more clearer, professional. But doesn't this have a little bit of an ASMR kind of feel to it? Just beautiful. And thank you to my friend Tim, who knows I love the Bubba mugs, and he found me this beautiful purple Bubba mug, and so I've been using it my entire trip. It's my favorite mug, and I've just washed it and filled it up with a cup of coffee that I spilled half of it out, but accidentally. But that's all good, because maybe the ranger station has a Keurig machine and I can get a nice cup of coffee. I make good cup of coffee too, but a nice cup of coffee for the drive or for while I'm doing laundry. Yeah, I've had my boots by the fire last night and all morning this morning facing the nice wind. And I'm thinking one more day and those will be back to brand new. I love bikinis. I really do love bikinis. Okay, let's just go down to the lake one more time before we say goodbye. I should be prepared to grab onto trees and stuff, but I'm somebody who watches my feet. And then Okay, I'm just going to go here, 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 and we'll just stand by the tree. How's that? Oh, okay, Martin River, you just got kicked off of spot number 1. And it's a combination, you know, you have to take a look at the performance, the creativity part of it, and the expertise and the difficulty, right? So it's like that when picking my spots too. It's a whole around experience. And boy, I've had a couple of pretty good experiences in the past few days. We're not done yet. 5 more days, people. 5 more different camping spots that we have. The next one, forgive me if I don't pronounce it properly, Ostler Provincial Park. It's across from Killbear. I'll get somebody in the park to get me to properly, you know, pronounce it. Just out of respect. But, oh my goodness. 5 more parks. Is this going to be the park that wins the blue ribbon? It just might. Oh my goodness. But we have an hour and a half to get some laundry done and get back on the highway. Let me turn you around just to give you a little bit of a before and after a shower and a fresh set of clothes, right? And the laundry done. And a fresh cup of coffee would be perfect. And off we go. Everybody, I'm having the most amazing time in this park. And I'm having an amazing time on this trip. Thank you for everybody who's been helping me, right? And just in their encouragement, in any case, just so that I feel like I know I can go off and do these things and be okay. It's just a matter of, right, moving towards it, baby steps, small chunks. I spent 6 months in creating this trip. Was it exactly the way I had planned it to go? No, but did it give me the experience I was hoping for? Yes, and more, and more, and more. And that's the truth. Okay, you guys, I'm going to take a picture of me and my Bubba mug and send it off to Tim, right? Let him know how much I appreciate him and his kind thoughtfulness. And roll up my chair and off we go. Okay, clothes are in the dryer. 38 minutes. So we have 10 minutes to close this off. Half an hour to enjoy a shower and getting ready for the day. But in the meantime, I just finished my 48th word. We got this word, despite. Let's start with our 48th word. Despite what anyone, including ourselves, believe we are capable of achieving or not, nothing happens unless we try. Right? That came to me through a conversation that I had with a lady at the ranger station. Let me turn you around. Okay. It was a conversation that I had with the lady at the ranger station, and she was saying, well, she was impressed that I was doing all these parks, and she said to herself, you know, one day I'm going to do that. And I says, you know what? I said that 6 months ago, and look what I created. You can do that too. It's not enough to wish and dream. Right? And despite sometimes, I didn't use the word despite, but it plays into this word that we got now and in the lesson, right? Despite what anybody says, and more often than not, despite what you think and what you believe. Because lots of times we say to ourselves, oh my goodness, I can't do that. What? No, not me, right? And you shut it down without even making any movement to it. Look what I created. And it's not a matter of gloating. It's a matter of showing everybody what's capable. I work 3 days a week at a thrift store. I have a magnificent vehicle. This is what I wanted to create for myself. You have your own dreams, your own goals, right? Don't let anybody, including yourself, talk yourself out of it. Okay, let's get back to what we're doing. Okay, I'm gonna have to say, so far, Martin River was pretty beautiful, but this experience that I had at Sharbot Lake, wow, amazing. Number one camping spot. If you get an opportunity, the camp spot is number one. It is spectacular, and it's secluded, and it's by the lake, and it's got beautiful sunrises and beautiful sunsets, and it's amazing. I enjoyed myself so much, right? And I got in after dark last night, right? And I'd have to say my Dragonstone probably thinks the exact same thing. Okay, you guys, we are down here. Today we have to drive way over here. Let's take a look actually and see where we're going. That's my slip for yesterday. This is the new one. Doom. That's going in the window just in case I want to stop at some provincial parks. This is my camping for each day allows me to go into all the parks. So if I have an opportunity, if there's 15 minutes, right? I passed one on the way here that I knew, and I really said, next time I'm by this way, I have to do the trail. And it was by a really big river. Oh, it was beautiful, right? And I drove right by it. Next year, well, we learn from our mistakes, don't we? I'm going to be an expert on spending time in the outdoors, no matter where I am, no matter where, even in the middle of the city, I can find Mother Nature. But isn't this a nice treat? Okay, you guys, we have campsite number 45 at Osler Lake. It's nestled in the bushes overlooking the lake. Quality is good, the privacy is poor. It's 45 feet by 45 feet. Pictures look like it's an amazing spot. Only 2 camp spots picked. Booked at the... had an abundance of choices. Okay, so it looks like we might be fairly secluded in this park. So that'll be nice. Boyne River drains into the lake by the dock. Premium lakefront camping spots. You can rent paddle boards, right? Park auto, watercraft rentals, 5 campgrounds, 10 walk-in sites. This is the park I chose instead of Ontario's best rated park, Killbear, which is only a short distance away from Osler, and I'll learn how to pronounce that by the time I get to camp. I have one of my longer days on the road, a 7.5 hour drive to Lake Superior. You know it's going to be 10 hours at least. And it's an hour and a half, almost 2 hours away from the nearest Tim Hortons in Sudbury, right? Oh my goodness, we got some driving tomorrow. We got some driving today too, but we've got some serious driving tomorrow. And then after that, well, it's what we do. We'll do better by it next year. I'm having fun. It's not taken away from my experience in any way. Yet to see what I see. So far I'm pretty good. I'm within a half an hour with the couple of stops that I've made. I'm within a half an hour of my arrival time. should be there before 7 p.m. So sure is pretty. Wow. Like, it's so pretty in this area. Like, there's a lot of this wild space, call it unorganized land, crown land. But at the same time, those small towns are 15, 20 minutes apart. And you've seen the roads that I've been driving on. Even these back roads are just lovely. They're really spending money in the right place, because this is how you're going to get tourism, right? This is how you're going to get people to want to come into these areas. Yeah, just super beautiful driving. I can't say enough about my experiences on these roads, except I learn, right, that in my voice recognition and in proper pronunciation of locations, that Google will do its best, right? So I want to make sure that when I use my directions that I actually write it in exactly where I want to go, right? My first big mistake is when I went to Sharbot Lake, that's what I punched in. Sharbot Lake, that's where I want to go. Not recognizing that Sharbot Lake is actually a town also, right? So I got a little bit nervous, so I turned around and I went in another direction. And then I asked Google for help. Oh, I can only twist you. That's all I can do. But out of the corner of my eye, I knew there was a beautiful lake there. What was I going to say? Yeah, so in my own hesitation, I asked Google again. Lots of roadkill. I asked Google again to get me to Sharbot Lake. And Google kept thinking I was saying Charlotte Lake. And I went to Charlotte Lake, which was an hour and a half there. And then an hour and a half after I realized my mistake. And that's when I actually wrote it in, and they got me there, no problem. Shortest route, too. Down some, like I said, some of those country roads. But I don't want to be driving at night, right? Because I don't want to take a chance of hitting something, right? Like I said a few minutes ago, just so much roadkill going on these highways, right? I'm just going to slow down. People pass by me all the time. That's okay. I'm just going to do the speed limit, and I'm good with that. I'm on holidays. No rush. Starting to get dark now. The headlights just automatically come on now, so. Come on, get me up the hill. Got cruise control, but I'm at a lower speed than the speed limit, so it's trying to get me back up there. But I got a big honking truck, you guys. This is huge, and this is a gas guzzler, 100%, but it is lovely to drive. Oh my goodness, is it lovely to drive. And all week long, driving it has given me little warnings for almost everything. I've learned so much about this vehicle. Yeah, it's quite a nice truck. It's quite a nice truck. I wish I could afford something like this. But one day, I'll be able to go into a car dealership and pick out whatever I like. Right? my goodness, we're going by Tory Hill again. See the fall in the trees now? Couple more days, you guys. Going home, going up into the mountains. Yeah. These are hills. When we get into the mountains and you'll be able to see in the landscape all the different colors, more lakes. Yeah, I'm going to be doing some research. There's a lot of abandoned. I don't mind putting in sweat equity. I would have to come out in the summer to make sure that it is ready by winter. And I don't know, I can't go without the internet. So, right, I'll have to have landlines at the very least so that I could have internet. It's not like I'm going to be a survivalist out here or anything, right? My brand isn't going anywhere. It's moving forward. Always moving forward, you guys. It will never change. It might seem that it slows down sometimes, but it always picks up speed. Right? Look at what we created. Right? And it's also the encouragement of my audience, right? What I'm doing now and their, I don't know, faithfulness to come and hang out with me all the time. It makes me want to have that reward for myself, reward out there even more. And it makes me really work at trying to be creative in how I can turn this into a living. I know where it's moving, right? The best I can do is just keep on taking the lessons and having the experiences and the adventures and sticking to my own truth and, right, being a supporter for myself and being a supporter for myself. It's in that teamwork and that partnership with myself that we create this. Interesting. Okay, you guys. I'm going to just enjoy the drive for a little bit. See you in a bit. Well, you guys, of course, I rolled into camp, pitch black, pouring rain. I had to work out some awnings. I used the Rubbermaid container lids, pretty ingenious, and they're working perfect. At least I can get some flow of air into the vehicle without the vehicle getting soaking wet. Sitting here ready for bed, but not ready for bed, right? I've got a Tim Hortons cup of coffee that I've barely touched here. Not quite tired enough, but I am comfy and cozy and settled in. And I thought, well, number one, let's string some lights. And I strung some Chrysalis lights up in the car, in the truck here. And then when I saw how good the lighting was in here, and I said, oh my goodness, I might as well touch base, right? Because lots of people would think, oh goodness, Cindy, soaking wet. My body is aching because I am trekking and hauling and worrying about getting from point A to point B before dark, oming myself, saying, oh, enjoy the experience, Cindy, right? Don't rush it. And it is all lessons. Truly, it all is lessons. You know, things that I can be better prepared in. My safety kit. Oh my goodness, already I'm digging into it. I got rope so I could make my awnings for my windows, right? I should have had the awnings ready to go. Haven't even been using the lids on any of my bids except for the ones in the front seat of the car. Anything in the back, it's just loaded, right? So yeah, I was pretty proud of myself when I got that done. And then, right, projects are projects. When you're sitting in the car and you can't sit outside, it sounds like it stopped raining. It's going to rain tomorrow too. They say it's going to be scattered showers all day long. This is the camp spot that's supposed to be, from everything that I checked out online in the reservations and everything. I didn't care about the cost. Some of them are a little bit more than others. I didn't look at any of that. I just looked at the camp spots, where they were situated in, the experience, how close they were to a comfort station, how secluded and private they were. I don't know. I don't think we can beat that park we were at, Sharbot Lake. And I almost decided to cancel that one, not to go any further south, just to start heading west again. And I'm so glad that I decided to, right, keep that reservation and go to that park. If there was a chance that I could have done an extra day there, 100% I would have. It was spectacular. If I ever get the chance to come by this way again, definitely, no question, I want that camping spot in that park. It was a blue ribbon, 100%. But we still have 5 more provincial parks, you guys, to do on this trip. And yeah, we'll see if it can hold up to that blue ribbon. Because Martin River, right? It had it for all week, that blue ribbon. But yeah, I have to say the experience, it's the whole package deal. Yeah, this Sharbot Lake was pretty amazing. It was pretty amazing. And yeah, we'll see. Bonnechere Park, another beautiful park too. I didn't get to spend a lot of time there walking the beach and stuff. I still have my kite here in the back of the truck, and there was a little boy in the camp spot next to me, and I was going to give him the kite, right? Because I was leaving the perfect spot to fly a kite, because it was a big beach, right? No trees where it can get tangled or anything. And if it landed in the lake, you could pull it back in the water and probably keep the kite. So I meant to give it to him. But then when I was driving out, I wasn't able to drive by his campsite. I even knew his name and everything. I was going to call his name, and his mother was sitting there with the picnic table, right? And I'm sure she would have been fine with it. I would have gotten a nod from her or something, and I would have given him it would have made his day. His dad would have taken him down to the beach and flown the kite. But we have 5 days, right? We have 5 days, so maybe we'll still get to fly that kite. If not, maybe I'll have an opportunity to pass it on to another little boy or little girl, and right, bring joy. It was a magnificent dragon kite. I really enjoyed flying that one too, but I was hoping for a space more, right? More space, that it wouldn't get tangled in a tree or in a bush, or right? And then I lose it. Okay, well, lose it. Talk about lose it. I just about gave it away, right? We'll see. I might still give it away. We'll see. Okay, you guys. I think I'm going to do a little reorganizing, seeing I'm sitting back here right now. I got all the laundry done earlier today, before we left. And yeah, Google Maps got me here, no problem. I don't know if Google Maps likes that I make little pit stops. Always trying to get me back on the highway. And then sometimes I forget that the phone is powering off. Right now I've got it attached to a power pack here. I don't know where my big, powerful one is. It's somewhere in the truck. I have no idea. And I've reorganized this truck a couple of times. It's in here somewhere, but where? I have no idea. Okay, you guys, let's call it a day. Did I say? Well, I think I was rolling into, but of course I trail off all the time. In the itinerary and in the little bit of research and all these spots, this one supposedly is the very best of all the spots that I've been to so far. I rolled in pitch black. Have no idea what I can't see even through the trees or anything, so I don't know. I think I'm on waterfront. That's what it says, that I should be able to see the water in the morning. That would be amazing if I could catch a sunrise like I did this morning. Oh, that was beautiful. Got up before the alarm and went out and sat in my chair, right? And just watched the sunrise. It was amazing. If we can have one or two more of those experiences, that would be great. But I'm good with the rain too. I love the rain. I love the rain, right? We don't get enough of it in Manitoba. But I am enjoying the trip. I am enjoying the trip tremendously. It is, like I said, my body feels it. I'm looking forward to my comfy bed and my cat and my clean house, right? And this big pile of gear that I won't be able to stand in my living room, and I'll have it all cleaned up. And have 2 days off before I go back to work. I'll fill you guys in. I've been thinking about, as we're driving along on the highways, things to move forward in my brand and in my personal life. Right? But when we get home, we'll talk about that a little bit more. Okay, you guys, can you hear it? I'm going to have such a good sleepy. Okay, guys, see you in the morning.